Many people are feeling overwhelmed and struggling with mental wellness these days. So be kind to your mind. Give yourself permission to breathe. Share your feelings. You are not alone. Have hope. Talk to a Stay Well counselor for free confidential help 24/7 through the COVID-19 hotline.
Get ready for The Splash Live. Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated up show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Good morning. Welcome to The Splash Live. Dave Scott here in our Civic Center studios. Awful good to be with you on this Tuesday morning. Feels like Monday for those of us that had the day off yesterday, quote unquote, the day off. But good to be with you. Thank you for joining us. Dave Scott here on Civic Center TV with part of 90 minutes of live television we put together for you each and every Monday through Friday right here on Civic Center TV starting at 9:30 with The Splash Live. And at 10 o'clock, Tyler Keefe steps in with the Oakland County Megacast. Easy to watch our shows as we're all over. You can watch us on cable TV on Comcast Channel 15 if you live in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Over on AT&T Channel 99 is also available to you if you are an AT&T subscriber. You can watch on our website at civiccentertv.com, where we have all of our archives and a lot of other really great information. We're on social media each and every day as well. Go to Facebook Live or go to YouTube. We're live there as well. And we invite you to go there, search for Civic Center TV. And then we're live on the radio. We are simulcasting our television programming from Civic Center TV 24/7 now on 89.3 Lakes FM, including this show. I hope you like it. You'll have a chance to catch a lot of the replays and other things going on, like this show later on today if you happen to miss it. Weather-wise, in the Greater West Bloomfield area, a little gloomy today, a little cool, and it's just kind of what it's going to be. Temperatures are not going to be all that warm. We're going to be at 39 degrees as we are right now, but it will warm up actually to 47 degrees today. Low tonight down to 36, tomorrow 40 with some clouds, and looks like as we get into the weekend, we'll be in the mid-40s. So that is a look at our weather. Coming up on the program today, we're going to talk to a local entrepreneur gone good, and I mean really good. She developed her own product, and she's got it on the shelves of stores here, and the sky's the limit once you get something amazing going. She is Denise Moore with True Heart Products Company right here in West Bloomfield. We'll talk to Denise in a couple of moments. We were out at United We Walk and a lot of events over the last couple of days. At United We Walk in particular, I caught up with the Oakland County Treasurer, Robert Wittenberg, and Noah Arbert, state representative from right here in West Bloomfield. So we will be checking in with them in just a couple of minutes. Our Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce installation happened on Friday. We were really glad to see so many people. Maybe you were there. There's Judge DiAgostini, who was officiating at the event. Awful good to get our new chamber board in, and then again have a nice opportunity to talk to a lot of business leaders and many others. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you couldn't make it, it will be airing. Our replay will be airing on Civic Center TV over the next couple of days. I'm a little tired today because we were at an amazing day of basketball yesterday. The MLK Classic, the Laker MLK Classic going on all day yesterday. We broadcast the whole thing live. There's some shots right there from yesterday's games. Games all day. They started at 11 and they ran until about 9 o'clock at night. You see video from the final game, West Bloomfield and Cass Tech, which your state championship Lakers won in a very, very large way. It was a great day of basketball, and we'll have more on that in the coming days and follow up with everybody involved. Really a great event and a new tradition here in West Bloomfield. United We Walk was one of the big ones over the weekend. A number of walkers, hundreds, maybe into the thousands, appeared at, well, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but there was almost 1,000 people there at West Bloomfield Middle School. You see the walkers in your screen right now. It was an absolutely fantastic event. First time we've ever moved it from the high school to the middle school. And, what was really great is that we were all back together again. And we had students there. We had people from the community. We had a lot of dignitaries there. It was an absolutely fantastic day. That was on Sunday. As you can see, the weather was absolutely remarkable, cooperated well, amazing presentations from students and others. And we had a chance to talk to a lot of the people that were there. First of all was Tamura Chapman, who I had a chance to talk to, and she told us she was representing a local group at the walk.
I am here today on behalf of Jack and Jill of America Oakland County chapter, which represents about 80 mothers and children in the Oakland County chapter. And we are here to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. We walk because this dream has not yet been realized, but we're excited about the work that still needs to be done, and we're hungry to accomplish it for him.
Said to Moran. Keith Morris, a West Bloomfield High School student, also caught up with him, and I asked him to tell us his impression of the event.
It did really good. We had a lot of people show up today. I feel like this brought a lot of awareness and things, and I think it was a good march.
Really great in a large degree, because we had so many students there. Also, a lot of people from the school district, of course, including Dr. Kay Smith. She is the relatively new Director of Student Support Services at West Bloomfield Schools, and I asked her to tell us her experience at the event.
My experience today was very heartwarming, very overwhelming, just enjoying the time being with my daughter to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and all that he stood for.
Short but sweet, great comment from her. I appreciate it. I also had a chance to check in with a lot of dignitaries that show up at this event all the time. One of them is our new state representative that is representing our West Bloomfield area, and that is State Rep. Noah Arbert. And I asked the new state rep his thoughts on what this event meant to him.
Sure. I mean, I think it's such an amazing event. I was so inspired, to hear some of our local students give some poetry and really share what, the legacy of Dr. King's, speech, I Have a Dream means to them. And, obviously a lot of the issues that Dr. King championed and talked about are still, present with us today. We've made a lot of progress, and it's really important that we keep moving forward and making sure that, every kid, in Michigan, has the rights and opportunities to go as far as their talents and ambitions will take them, that, no matter where you come from, the color of your skin, the zip code of your house, how you worship, or who you love, that we all are able to fulfill our potential. That we believe in, that's what we're fighting for, that's what Dr. King fought for 60 years ago. So this is an amazing event that really showcases the best of our community here in West Bloomfield, and I'm so honored and privileged to be here as the state representative.
Our new state representative, Noah Arbert, here yesterday with us at United We Walk, and here on the Splash Live today. What we have not seen is a lot of the activity inside. We recorded the entire event, all the speeches, all the presentations. Very moving event. We'll have that put together for you and on Civic Center TV in the next day or so. We're assembling that for you right now, but an awful lot of work went into this event. And this amazing person, a teacher in West Bloomfield, has worked so hard in this event. She's Jennifer Graham, and I caught up with her inside and asked her how the event went.
Oh my goodness, today was incredible. I can truly say we had close to 500 people in attendance today for this special event, but it focuses on just how important everyone feels the life and legacy of Dr. King's dream and what it means to them. It's super important that we come together to celebrate all that he was about and keep his dream alive by working together peacefully, working collectively to make our world a better place. So it was phenomenal to see the turnout, the participation, support. It has been incredible. And
huge turnout. I mean, absolutely incredible. We look at all the people that are still here. The event was over an hour ago.
Well, believe it or not, we have a lot still taking place now. We have our community service projects taking place. We have Peace Rocks that our participants can design and decorate that will be placed outside of the West Bloomfield Township Public Library. We have bookmarks that students can make. We have storytelling going on. We have a bone marrow registry drive here taking place. Several things just to keep the entire community engaged. We have storytelling.
For people that didn't make it here because they're viewing this now post-event, and can they still get involved? I mean, through some of the community service projects, or continue to support United We Walk West Bloomfield for years to come?
Absolutely, absolutely. Not only do we have this event on this this particular day to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. King. We have activities throughout the year to make sure that we are bringing the community together to keep everyone engaged in unity, peace, and working together collectively. So
and again, I really congratulate you on getting so many students involved. I know that probably comes easy for you as a teacher, but I think that just made the event even more special today.
It is amazing. We really had a lot of students here, which is phenomenal. I'm seeing former students, and it is great. They are vested in saying, I want to make a difference. I want to make the world a better place, and I know we can do that together. So them taking the opportunity to make that commitment and dream possible, not only in their lives, but the lives of so many others, is priceless. So we're excited, super excited. Very, very thankful about everything today. Phenomenal. Very.
Well, you can see the energy in Jennifer Graham, the great work that she did to put this event together, and how passionate she is for it. She's been doing a great job. There's a great committee as well of people that work hard on this event. I don't want to say it's all Jennifer, but she does an amazing job. Good to talk to her. We caught up outside. I've not had a chance to talk to the Oakland County Treasurer, Robert Wittenberg, but we caught up with him outside and asked him about the impact of the United We Walk event on him.
I think it's so inspirational to see these students. They're so impressive, right? The speeches that they're given, the kids that came together to put this event on. For me, this is one of my favorite things of, working in public services. You get to go see the students. They're so inspirational. They're so smart. This is our future, right? These people here. And so it's really, it means a lot to me to be able to do this and come to the different areas within the county, and especially here in West Bloomfield.
Well, I think it's important to be doing this for the students and passing on the message and passing on the legacy, don't you think?
Yeah, and I think it's important, right? Like with the celebration of this holiday, right? It's not just a day off of school or day off of work, right? It's a day of reflection, and it's a day of inspiration, like of what we can be in the future and these future leaders. And so it's really important to all come together and honor the legacy of Dr. King, but to resolve to do better in the future, right? We can't be complacent with what we have, and there are issues in our society that need to be addressed. And these are our leaders, not just in the future, but today. And that's what we witnessed here today. It was just so impressive, and I was just so honored to be here with all of them.
Does this also give you and our other key elected officials an opportunity to internalize the things that need to be done in government, in this case in county government, to continue to work on equity?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is so important to us to make sure we are addressing equity in our society, because for far too long there have been people who have been left behind or pushed down, and we want to make sure that everyone has a fair shot. And so we want to make sure that we're seeing, we want to go meet with voters at the doors, but we also want to talk to our students and see our students because they're impacted by what we do in the government as well. So it's really important to be here, see them, get their perspective. So I really just enjoy it, and I think it's really useful for all of us to be here.
How's Oakland County doing financially? You would know.
Oakland County is doing very well. Thank you all for paying your taxes. We are making sure we're looking after your tax dollars and taking the best care. We're a good steward of the tax dollars.
I was talking to our West Bloomfield Township clerk. She said, Dave, make sure while you're on the air that you remind people that the 14th isn't only Valentine's Day. Here in West Bloomfield, that's the day we pay our taxes.
That's right. And then for the county, same thing. If it gets passed over to us, reach out to us. We want to help people. We want to make sure people stay in their homes and stay in their businesses. Government's here to serve you, but we want to make sure that we have this interaction. You got to reach out to us.
Final question. Is COVID, are we past COVID? Are we still dealing with COVID from where you sit?
It's tough to say. Obviously, COVID is still in society, right? It still impacts people. But on a day-to-day basis now, because we have the vaccines, because we know what mitigation efforts help with wearing masks when you need to, I think we are getting past it, but it's still in society. And we just have to be mindful of that. But like anything else, right? We just have to take calculated risks and know that we can get sick and it can impact people, but we have to live our lives at the same time.
Robert Wittenberg, our Oakland County Treasurer, joining us at United We Walk. Very good to be with him and get a couple of minutes to get caught up with him. An amazing event, absolutely amazing. I hope you had a chance to be there. If not, we invite you to stay tuned. A lot more coverage and the full presentation. We recorded the whole thing. We'll have that for you on the air in the next day or so, right here on Civic Center TV. So it is a sad week, but a good week to honor the life of Pastor Jack Freed, and we'll be doing so. Pastor Freed, of course, passed away just before the holiday, and of course, he'll be getting together on a number of occasions. For family, there's visitation today at the McCabe Farmington Funeral Home from 2 to 8 o'clock. He was a pastor at the Holy Spirit Lutheran Church, right on Orchard Lake Road across from the high school. Services there tomorrow morning at 10:30. And again, I just want to mention, it's not a big space. I know all the congregants who are members of the church will want to be there. There is only so much opportunity for people to be there. Of course, you're invited and welcome to go, but just know that there may not be all that much space. I think there's going to be an overflow room. We are going to stream this. I've got some details to put together, but we will stream this service tomorrow for you on Civic Center TV and all of our outlets. So that might be one really good option. Another good option is to join us on Thursday at the West Bloomfield Middle School at 5 o'clock, where we will be having Jack Freed, A Lifetime of Community, a celebration of Pastor Jack Freed that will also be live on Civic Center TV. There'll be plenty of room for everybody over at the middle school, and that might be a really good option for you, especially if you were not directly associated with the church. So those are the events coming up this week. We'll have complete and comprehensive coverage for you, do everything we can to bring you these memorials and the celebration of life for Pastor Freed. If you can't be there in person, if you're out of town, and if the capacity of these facilities do not allow, again, I strongly encourage you to join us on Thursday at 5 o'clock back at the West Bloomfield Middle School. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. One of the people out at United We Walk is our next guest, Denise Moore from True Heart Products. She's got an amazing product on the shelves. She's a local entrepreneur. Looking forward to chatting with her. That's coming up next right here on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Do you have a child going into kindergarten this fall? The West Bloomfield School District invites you to learn more about kindergarten at the Kindergarten Roundup. Principals and teachers are sharing their important information, including next steps for registration, kindergarten readiness, district-wide services, and more. Each family will also receive a free gift from the Team WB. We can't wait to meet you at the Kindergarten Roundup, Thursday, January 26th at the new West Bloomfield Middle School.
I'm the Detroit Red Wings, and I think every child in Michigan deserves a safe, healthy, and happy childhood. Can we build a state where Children Trust Michigan isn't just a name, but something our kids believe? Please support Children Trust Michigan as the voice for children and families by visiting the website to learn more.
And now, back to the Splash Live.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the Splash Live, part of 90 Minutes of Live local television each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on Civic Center TV. This week, our schedule will be disrupted a little bit because of our coverage of the Pastor Jack Freed's funeral and a memorial service. So just be aware of that. But 9 out of 10 times, we are here Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 11, with all of this great local programming. We hope you think it's great. We work awful hard on it. Joining us now is Denise Moore. She is True Heart Products. It's all hers. And how great, a West Bloomfield entrepreneur doing something amazing. Denise, thank you very much for joining us this morning right here on the Splash Live. Good to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Dave. I appreciate it.
And it was really great to see you at United We Walk. Thank you very much for taking time, getting out in the community. And wasn't that an amazing event on Sunday?
It was really exciting to see, like I said, the coming together of the community. So just been here for almost 20 years. So glad to be a part. And I look forward to, some amazing things.
Well, it was good to see you out there. Thank you very much. And, you've done something that's not easy. It's certainly not easy to start a business right here, small business, and get your products on the shelves of our major retailers, but you've done it. Tell people about your path, and let's just start by telling people about True Heart Products and the products that you have available.
Absolutely. And thank you again for inviting me, Dave. It was such a
Of
wonderful
course.
thing for you to just contact me like that. And so, yeah, I'm Denise Moore. I'm the owner and founder of True Heart Products. We originally started as a home care agency because of my grandmother. She came to live with my mom, and caring for her, who was my absolute favorite person in the world, I wanted to make sure that she had the best care. So honestly, it was a sacrifice because I closed a daycare in Detroit, and then came over to live with my mom and began living with her to help care for my grandmother, and found that the quality of the products just wasn't up to my standard. And this is my favorite person. So, and the sensitivity of her skin and all that good stuff. So fast forward, after talking to my mentor, he suggested I look into research and developing a product, because he himself is a supplier in some major retail stores. He sort of mentored me into this journey. So I do have that support. And so True Heart Products was birthed. And my grandmother loved the product and she thought it was awesome and amazing. And then caring for my grandfather, who came to live with us a few years after that, it just made sense. And so it's a 100% plant-based, sustainable body wipe that you can use absolutely everywhere from head to toe. And so I've been really blessed to be able to meet a lot of the people in the community supporting my product at Zerbo's at both locations. Shout out to Keith over there and Ava. And then also we just got into Market Square in West Bloomfield. Yeah, that's the owner actually. That's the owner of Zerbo's and some of my customers actually on the screen there. And so it's just been a really wonderful journey. It's a labor of love because I love helping. I love serving. So when we talked about, me coming over, Dave, and just helping out or whatever, I really meant that. Like that's my thing. I have a heart of serving. That's
Uh-huh.
just what I do. So I just, I'm thankful and appreciative of the support, really.
Well, it's really amazing. It's a great story because you put together a very useful product, environmentally friendly, and it's produced right here by you and a local entrepreneur. That makes it even cooler. But it was like you said, it was all born out of some amazing goodwill for your family members, discovering there was really not a product that would serve their needs, and you decided to fill a niche. Talk a little bit about the entrepreneurial side. How hard was it to get all this going? I assume you're operating from a very small office or your home. It can't be easy to make all that happen.
Well, it's like I said, it's a labor of love for sure. And so, with the guidance of that mentor, I was able to partner up with a company that helps me to manufacture them. But the daily operation, it's all me. So, that's a labor of love. And then two, I'm looking at the progression, and then I'm looking at the legacy that I would like to leave for future generations. So it's not just about me and even my family, but I want to actually bring it into the Detroit area to help create jobs. So this is like a journey for me. It's not just about the shelf space, although I'm very appreciative of it. It's also long term how I can help serve the community. Giving jobs is going to help bring down so many of the negative statistics in our community in the Detroit area. So that's like my overall goal is to bring manufacturing to the city of Detroit to create jobs.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, and your project happens in a week when we're honoring this guy who you may not have met, maybe you did, Pastor Jack Freed, here in our community, and I think the reason, besides he was an amazing individual, started a congregation here. But he was all about community, and that's really when we do things and we're inspired by helping our neighbors, and whatever we do, whatever skill, you have some skills. Hopefully some of the stuff we do here with media to spread the word helps. But especially this week, It's so great to find stories like yours where, yeah, I'm sure you want to make a buck, but you're also doing everything you can and thinking community first, and that is really amazing. So talk a little bit about what your potential expansion is. Do you want to get your products in more stores around Metro Detroit, Michigan?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We want to, and that's why I'm so grateful for this opportunity, because we want to put the word out like, hey, this is a small Black minority owned woman business who really wants to give back to the community. And that does take money. So we want to, partner up with some more local businesses, whether it's a pharmacy or a supermarket or, another small business, because I'm really vocal with regards to like social media and things of that nature. And I think that's how you found me. So that's like, I'm not only pushing me, but I'm pushing that store as well. So it's a partnership, it's a marriage. So please
Yeah,
marry
well,
me.
when we see that you're in Market Square, great store, by the way, and I think they're pretty friendly over there to businesses like yours in the community. They do a really nice job as well. But when we see that, sure, of course, we want to promote them, and it's good for everybody. And I don't know about you, but when I'm out shopping, I really look for products that are made here in the Metro Detroit area or made in Michigan. And when I can find a product that is made locally, it's a better deal all the way around.
It's better keeping that dollar in the state. Absolutely. So I'm all for partnerships and coming together to serve that purpose.
All right, so where do people go if they can't make it out to the stores? I assume they can buy your products online or at least find out more information about your company.
Absolutely. You can reach out to me, trulywe.shop. It's not only a space where they can buy that, but I have some women's products, particularly for the curvy girl on that website, trulywe.shop. But also, I know Zerbo has the product online as well. So, and then too, we're at walmart.com and I'm offering free shipping. So if you want to support, you can't make it out to the stores or if you're out of state, however, just check us out at zerbos.com or either walmart.com and then like trulywe.shop for more information about me and my mission.
All right, Denise Moore joining us this morning, West Bloomfield resident, one of our neighbors, and just doing some amazing work. And I look forward to seeing you more often now that we've met here around the community. It was great to see you at United We Walk over the weekend, and keep up the good work. Let us know how you're doing, and if you got an update for us, be sure to check in, and we'll spread the word around the community.
Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate your time and to the community. Love you guys.
Very good. Denise Moore, True Heart Products right here in West Bloomfield. And it ain't easy. I mean, let's just be honest. It's a lot of work, but her story inspired me so much because it just all came out of her taking care of her grandmother. And then she transitioned this into a West Bloomfield-based business, and the rest is history. We wish her the very best of luck. So thank you for tuning in today. It has been a very busy time, and it will be even busier, of course, with all the things that we have going on. When you want to stay in touch, stay right here. Civic Center TV, go to our website, all the information you'll need about anything that's going on in our community. We'll do the very best to have it for you. Tune in to 89.3 Lakes FM as you're driving around the community. We've adjusted the programming there so you'll hear all of our Civic Center TV programming live on the radio when you're driving around, and keep in touch. And this week, as we honor the life of Pastor Jack Freed, we invite you to join us at the West Bloomfield Middle School, 6000 Orchard Lake Road on Thursday night at 5 o'clock. If you can't be with us, be sure to tune in. We'll have that entire event live for you on Civic Center TV. And again, tomorrow's funeral as well at the Holy Spirit Church we'll have live for you right here as well. We remember you. We're thinking of you, Pastor Jack Freed, and all of your family and all of your friends and everybody you've impacted in our community. Have a great day. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning or real soon right here on Civic Center TV.